What's up guys, my name is Anthony from Empire Customs. Thank you so much for checking out this video, it means a lot to me. Today I'm going to be running over the first couple of issues of Fanhome. This has already been opened and I have already done a couple of the steps in here. Pretty much last night I received the package and I thought to myself, I'd like to do some YouTube stuff, YouTube content. So here I am. I am getting a different microphone, which will hook up directly to the GoPro. Currently I've got like a kind of a bit of a jury-rigged system, I guess. I have a GoPro sitting on a box and like a light behind me and whatnot. So yeah, it's a little bit jury-rigged, but this recording system will be getting a little bit of an update. To give you a bit of a background about me, I've previously worked in the video game industry. I've done a couple of different podcasts and content around that kind of genre. And I have done a couple of unboxing videos as well. But today, this will be a bit of a different video, something that I am kind of wanting to do consistently. Please excuse any of the mess ups. None of this is scripted or anything. I'm just kind of going off the dome per se. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the content. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button down below, and I'll see you in the rest of the video. Thank you so much for watching. So this is the box right here. This is how the package comes. This was pretty much how it showed up in the mail. As you can see, this has been opened and I have done a couple of steps in this already. So let's go ahead and open this up to give you an idea of what's included in the package. So let me just spin this around real quick, make it a little bit easier. Actually, we'll just do it like that, sideways. So first up, you get this kind of purple piece of paper, I guess. The journey begins here. We open this up, however you open it up. There we go. Gives you an idea of what's included. Tells you a few different steps. Dear collector, welcome to Fanhome. And this tells you kind of each month you will receive packages containing issues of your Build Your Own R2D2 collection, as well as exclusive gifts created especially for this offer. All delivered directly to your door. Each package will be shipped once your subscription payment has been processed each month. Remember, you can visit your customer account at fanhome.com. So that's that piece of paper. As you can see here, for these issues, I paid, I think it was like $5.30, $5.25, as you can see. And this tells you what's included. So issue 1 and issue 2. Now, as you can see, this is the magazine for issue 1. We'll just kind of move this box out of the way real quick and go over issue 1. So this is the cover, it tells you what's included, gives you a bit of an idea of the contents and what to expect. This is kind of a bit of the detail about how R2D2 was created and what the designers actually, where they drew their inspiration from. And these magazines, I guess you could call them, are very nicely laid out, very well detailed. For $5.25 for 2, that's a crazy deal. I believe each month these boxes are around $13 or around $15 a month, let's just say that. And I believe you get 2 or so per box. Pretty much there's 100 issues and you can complete this within a year and a half if I'm correct. So this, as you can see, goes through a bit of the detail about like who played R2D2 in the original movie, future visions and such, the different details of what R2D2 has on him, like his grasping arm, power charge arm, lubrication application arm, different details on that aspect, different case studies. I have read part of this already. And then we move on. I think I read up to around here. Let's go through like different light emitting diodes and whatnot. Robot technology, LEDs and robotics, LEDs I should say, pioneers of LED technology, and then it has the component checklist for issue 1. So this box, as I said, does have 2 issues per, two issues in this original box. I'm not too sure how many I get per month after this. And then it gives you an idea of like how to assemble all the different mechanisms and whatnot. So I have already done these steps, I believe, and there are a few little pieces that I have yet to do. So let's jump into that real quick. That right there is issue 2, which we'll go over in a minute. Now this is issue 1, and as I said, I have already done this. It came with a screwdriver, which is very helpful. These pieces are plastic, but it's very nice, like sturdy plastic. It's not like a cheaper kind of material, like a 3D printed material or anything like that. It feels very nice and the coloring is correct. It does come with like electronics, so and like circuit boards and whatnot. These couple of issues that I have currently don't have circuit boards in them or anything like that as of yet, but you need to have like a basic understanding of, you know, electronics and be able to follow directions correctly, if that makes sense. So yesterday pretty much all I did was screwed in the 3 screws in here and plugged that in. It did also come with this little plastic piece, which is his like light emitter, R2D2 light emitter, which I have yet to install. The instructions in issue 1 didn't cover that as of yet, so that'll be something I'll have to do in a later issue. This piece here is metal, as you can probably tell. It does have a couple different numbers and lettering on the back of it, but it is metal and correctly colored again. Again, these are pieces that I've yet to do and that aren't included in the instructions. So I'll just lay them out back here. This piece here is part of his arm assembly, I believe. This again is also a piece that I've yet to do and was not included in the instructions. So these are pieces that you need to utilize later on in the assembly process. It did also come with a couple more screws, I believe, for these pieces. So yeah, that's pretty much a detailed overlook of issue 1. We're going to move on now to issue 2 and go through some of the assembly steps. Okay, so moving on, just going to move this across here. Moving on to issue 2, I'm just going to run through this real quick. At the end of the day, this video is meant to be informative and kind of a bit of a review, if that makes sense. So this is the issue 2 magazine. It goes through the design process of R2D2, some of the people behind it, as well as J.J. Abrams, and a couple of other well-known actors, as well as the newer droids. This episode or issue of this magazine is mainly about C-3PO, as you can see here. It goes through his design process, what kind of materials they used for him, what kind of design features he has, as well as a couple different characters as well, relating to C-3PO and R2D2 as a whole. Again, this goes through kind of some of the backstory relating to C-3PO, some of the images from the movie and whatnot. I find this issue to be a little bit more heavily detailed compared to like issue 1. This is kind of his skeletal remains before his outer shell is put on, and kind of the chipboard that makes up his CPU and whatnot. And then we go into kind of the person behind, robot technology, and back to the features in this build, or this issue of the build for R2D2. Now, I did save a little bit of time, and I did go ahead and open this up simply because the backing was cardboard and it was a little bit annoying to have to go through that whole process. So as you can see, this is kind of what's going to need to happen here. There's a lot of screws relating to this process, and we will require some glue. So I'm just using Loctite super glue here. This is an old one that I had lying around. So I'm going to go ahead and start building this. So firstly, we need to remove the outer plastic shell for these parts, and this is what it comes with. All of these, I believe, are plastic. Oh, these pieces are actually high quality metal. So these are actually real nice. So this piece here is obviously plastic. It is a little bit bendy, but it is very nicely made and well done. So let's go into this. So we need, let's start laying this out. I'm going to put this over here and lay all this out. I'm going to dump all the parts out here. I'm going to go that one, this, and this. So that's all the pieces out of that. And I'm going to go ahead and put this magazine over here so that it's easy for me to see. Take the stabilized LPR1 and align it with the slot in LPR08. Oh, so this relates to issue 1 pieces as well. So this piece from issue 1 we're going to be using here. So we go ahead and we get this piece. On the right hand side, I believe. This goes face down, correct. And we retrieve where exactly? Ah, this is a screwdriver. That's what I'm looking for. Retrieve this screwdriver out of the kit, and we go ahead and start screwing this metal piece into the issue 1 plastic piece. So let's go ahead and grab these screws. Let's lay this out as well. Now what I do like as well is this screwdriver is actually magnetic. So it makes it a lot easier with lining stuff up. It is important that you do not over tighten these screws because you can very easily strip them. They are very well made screws, but it's like any screw. You over tighten it, you're going to strip it. It just is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and put this piece in. One thing that I don't like actually is this screwdriver is actually too large for these screws, so the screws very easily come out. So as you can see here, just to give you an idea, these 2 screws are going into this piece, which is going here on the right hand side of this U-shaped piece. So that goes in there. Turn the assembly over and insert 2 of the silver screws through the holes, which I have done through here. Okay, number 4, we grab 2 circular pieces. So these 2 pieces here go like this, 1 and 2. I don't know if this actually is supposed to line up or not. I see. So as you can see, this little piece has a little slot here, and it slots into the little piece here. So be sure to line that up. It does take a little bit of fiddling, but once we have it lined up, it's pretty simple. Go ahead and get this screw on here. Screw this in here. So it seems that this piece is a little loose, as you can see. It is moving a little bit. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen. Let me just double check these instructions. Turn the assembly over and use another screw to hold the part in place. So yes, this is how it's supposed to work. Yeah, so with these ones, you just need to really make sure that they are tightening correctly. I do apologize if I am doing this slightly off camera, but I'm just wanting to make sure that it's all happening correctly, you know what I mean? So I have another screw set up here. We repeat that process again, lining up a little slot in there and then attaching a screw to it. You do have to be somewhat firm with these screws. As they are a little bit of a pain to get in. Okay, those have been attached correctly. That's that finished piece right here. Next, we go ahead and we get this. And this. So these two pieces, as you can see, and these two slot into here. And we supposedly super glue that together. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Just going to clean that off. So as you can see, these two pieces slot together, and we're going to go ahead and let that dry real quick. This is very fast acting glue. I do recommend using this. And then what we do here, supposedly, is we slot this hydraulic arm into not too sure which way this is supposed to go around. Yes, okay. So this is supposed to slot into here, like this. turn these simply over and use 2 silver screws. Okay, so we require 2 more screws, which are the 2 remaining screws here. So this might be a little finicky. Yes, this is indeed going to be a little finicky. So I'm just going to make sure this is situated correctly and slot it in. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 screw to the back of it, as you can see. 1 screw there. Now that that's in place, we're going to go ahead and put it down and add another screw. And another screw in here. Now that's it for the screws. We don't have any more screws remaining. So that piece is on there like that. The small cap has a pin that fits the hole in the hydraulic portion. Okay, so this square piece, as you can see, fits on a little strangely. So I'll just show this to you to give you an idea of what we're looking at. We're looking at this and the finished result, which is going to be that right there. See how it's on a little bit of an angle? So we're going to go ahead and, oh yeah, that just slides in very nicely. And then we just go ahead and add this little pin. Press firmly. And that pretty much completes it. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to super glue. It's the second photo. So I believe I'm supposed to super glue these 2 pieces together. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little spot of glue just around there like that. And I believe I need to super glue this piece as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, just like that. And clean off that glue a little bit with this screwdriver. And that's it. That's the end of that episode's build. So you can go ahead and test fit. It says that you can do this to see if it fits correctly and to kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like. So these pieces slot together like that, and that is going to be part of R2D2's leg. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. Overall, this took about probably 10 minutes, I would say. It was very easy to do. There were a couple of difficult screws to put together, but at the end of the day, it is a very nicely detailed and quality-driven project. I believe this whole thing is going to cost around $1,500 completed after all the months. As I said, you pay around $15 a month or so. So yeah, that's the first 2 issues of the Fanhome R2D2 project. I'm just going to line these up side by side, give you an idea of what they look like. The one on the left is issue 2, and the one on the right is issue 1. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next build/review video. Hey all, thank you so much for watching that video. I just wanted to say, as you can probably tell, this video does not have an intro or an outro. I am in the process of getting both of those made right now. This channel will mostly be about like Star Wars and kind of nerd related stuff, I guess if you want to call it. It's kind of like a hobby for me right now. I am studying full-time and doing a bachelor's degree in 6 months. So it's very full on. It's kind of like a outlet for me to just kind of like talk about my life and the things that I enjoy. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and leave a like if you feel like it. I really appreciate any support that you have for me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much.